And today I have my lovely daughter Amelia, who I'm going to take through some exercises with the TRX and just break down a few of the things that we need to be aware of when we're on the TRX. So starting off, Amelia's going to take the handles, the foam handles, into her hands. She's going to step herself back. And then from here, she's going to imagine that she has a chair behind her. She's going to sink at the hips and soften and bend her knees, sinking herself down into a chair. So notice how Amelia loves to sit right back with her derriere and come all the way back up. So come all the way back up for me, Amelia, and step your feet forward about a foot and like a step and a bit. All right, so this time when you go back, I want you to think more about your shoulders staying above your hips as you sit back. So you can lengthen out your arms. Good, and now sit back trying to keep your shoulders over top of your hips. Now sinking down, so a little less. Yeah, beautiful. And then coming all the way back up. So again, when you go back down, you can work to lengthen those arms a little bit more. Draw in those abs, good, and sink down into that chair. Good, now when you come up, really find those glutes and wait till the last moment before you bend those arms to come all the way back up. Nice, good, feeling that there? Good, let's do about 5 of those just in a row. Good, sinking down. Good, and notice how she loves to go into her happy place, that tucking of the glutes. So come all the way back up. Just gonna pick on you a little bit. So then soften through here, and again, keep it stacked and sink down. Good, and rising back up. So split the difference and you're perfect, okay? So come all the way back down again. Good, and really find that glute connection and press and squeeze all the way back up. Where are you feeling that? In the quads. Okay, so she's feeling in the thighs, and so what ends up happening is because she's used to going all the way back to get her glute recruitment, she's now having to come in more forward, and that's turning on her quads. So it's still a good thing, but we want to try and get that butt activated too, which you might again still feel a little bit tomorrow. All right, so from here, we're going to take you into a lunge. So you're going to take your left foot and step it forward, and you're going to take your right foot and step it back behind you. Try to keep both feet in a parallel plane. Good. And then just lengthen those arms out so that you're not using the TRX necessarily to hold on to for dear life. Yes, Poochie, don't get in my screen. And then turn your palms to face each other. Excellent. So from here, you're using that TRX as a support, and you're going to sink yourself down, really focusing on that back. Now you're going to find that quad as you go back down. So sink. Good. Keeping those arms straight. Now use the glute on the left to press yourself back up. Good. Inhale to take it down. And exhale to rise back up. Good. Now where are you feeling it mostly? Thighs. Still in those quads. Okay, so as you go back down, I really want you to find that connection through here. So squeeze, 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 and power up like you're almost trying to take your body weight more onto that left side and just get that lengthen. Good. So more strength into that left side. Do you feel a little bit more on the left side now, or is it still really into that quad? Quad, yeah. So totally obvious that quads needing to be lengthened out on her, but she might not really realize how much effort she's putting into the glutes until later on today or tomorrow. So one more time, sink it down, and then we'll do the same love to the other side. And then as you finish, go ahead and step the right foot forward, step the left foot back. And I also want to just draw attention to your feet. So when you've got your feet in the parallel, we have a tendency to want to roll out to the side or roll in. So I want you to think about lengthening out your big toe. Good. And then trying to almost feel suction cup of that inner side of your foot. Good. Now keeping that planted, we'll focus on this foot first. You're going to sink yourself down on your inhale. And then exhale, rise yourself back up. You can feel that moving under my hand, hey? Yeah. Good. So inhale, take it down. And exhale, rising it back up. Good. I'm really going to support that foot now. Good. Any change in what you're feeling when I support your foot?
A bit into my glutes.
A bit into my glutes as I change and correct your foot. Nice. Good. Just be mindful now of that back leg. Keeping that heel slightly turned. Yes, out. You know it. Good. Let's go 2 more here. And one last time, so I can feel the bones moving around in your feet. So for those of you that don't know my daughter, she's a dancer, so she has a lot of torque on those feet all the time. So they're just moving around like crazy underneath my hand. All right, we'll pause you there. Just for teaching purposes, go ahead and step this foot back and bring this foot back in front again. Good. Now, I want you to think about the same thing, elongating that big toe, finding your suction cup. Good, and then I'm just gonna apply a little pressure here and support your ankle. Now sink down on your inhale and exhale, rise back up. Any more glute recruitment than the first time we tried this?
Yes.
Great, so inhale, take it down, and exhale, rise back up. Good, and go ahead and step those feet. So a correction on the feet allowed her to get into her glutes, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So a lot of times we get taught how to do an exercise, like the squat or the lunge, and we see how it's being done, and we mimic it, and we think we're doing the right thing, but we're not actually being mind-body connected. So today's information is merely to educate you on how to find out if you're recruiting the right muscles. So in our squats and in our lunges, we want to make sure that those glute muscles are firing, and sometimes that might need to be coming from how we adjust the feet and how you align your knees. So we hope that helped you out there. All right, so I'm going to take you to a back exercise now, Amelia. So I want you to keep your elbows in a bent position. And then from here, I just want you to sort of lengthen out your arms by leaning yourself back. Now the straps are going to hold you. Good. And as you go to lean yourself back, lengthen out those arms. Now finding that core connection, really try and lengthen out without misaligning through the shoulders and the hips. Nice, good. So rib cage is staying down and connected with her hips. From here, I want you to draw those elbows by your side, pulling in. Now, did that feel super challenging to pull your body up? Be honest. Okay, good. Inhale, lengthen it back. And exhale, bring it forward. Now, she may be trying to one-up me here by trying to be super strong. But anyways, if she was going along and all of a sudden she felt like she could not keep her form, she would simply take her feet and slowly sneak them back. So I'm gonna go back to her feet because they were brought up in the previous one. And what's happening is her feet are starting to curl and crunch up for support. So what I want you to do is take about a 1/2 inch step back. Yeah. Good. And then from here, I want you to really find that nice length through the feet again and that suction cup through the arches. Go ahead and lengthen yourself back through the arms. Good. And then exhale, draw yourself forward.
Good. Better.
Better.
Easier to do.
Nice. All right. Inhale, take it back. And exhale, bringing it forward. So how does that feel through your arms and shoulders? Are you feeling even through them, or does one feel like it overpowers?
Yeah,
Even? Okay, good. So just do 4 more. We'll just round off a set there. Make sure you get a workout while you're here.
Of course.
And finishing off. Good. So as she's going along, these toes love to lift up. So her goal is going to be try to really find her connections here. So I'm going to work on pressing them down. We're going to do a slight variation on your arms now. So I just want you to take your arms out wide to the side. Yep. And then they're going to bend at the elbows. And now you're going to lengthen yourself back. So you have more of a wide back row happening. So I'm just going to pop my sunglasses back on because you're right in the bright. So lean your body back just like you did for your previous one. Good. Lengthen out the arms. Good. Now find that connection through your core and then pull coming forward. Good. Does that feel okay on neck and shoulders?
Yeah.
Or does it get up into your naggly spots?
A little bit, but it's not
Okay.
too horrible.
So Amelia has pre-existing neck issues. She suffers from chronic headaches. So I want to come up now and leave her feet, and I want to focus on where she's recruiting through her upper back and shoulders. So first off, before you go, I want you to think about melting and softening under my hands. Good. And then I want you to think about sending your energy down your back. Good. And then right here, I want you to think about wrap. Yes. Okay. So now as you've wrapped here, as you've depressed here, go ahead and take your elbows out wide to the side again. And I want you to just slowly fall back into my hands. I'm going to support you. Good. And now pull yourself forward just in that small range. Now when you do that small range, are you still feeling your neck and shoulders?
Yes.
Okay, so with this exercise, I'm going to actually step in here. And I want Amelia to look at where my neck and shoulders are. And I don't want to take her further in that exercise because it's just going to exacerbate pain, and that's no way to live. So we're here. Now, where are my shoulders, Amelia? Are they back and down? Are they relaxed? Where are they at?
They're good.
Okay.
They're back and down.
They're back here? Okay. So when I go to lean myself back, I want to maintain what my posture is like as I extend back and then as I draw myself back ahead again. So is there anything you can see on me that you might want to correct, Amelia? Inhale as I take it back. To be honest.
Maybe your shoulders a bit up more.
Good, so
And out.
shoulders coming up and out, great. And what do my feet look like?
They're a bit turned out.
Turned out, good call. So let's have you step on the other side so it's easier for the camera. So come on down to my feet and give me some pointers on what I can do to my feet.
So move your left and right foot in just a bit. There you go.
So what did you notice on my right foot?
How it was like full on turned out.
Exactly. So my foot always loves to turn out on the right. I have a previous injury from being a kid, and that seems to plague me for the rest of my life. So that was awesome that she found that out. So from here, watch my toes and see if you can see anything in my shoes when I go back. And then as I draw forward, any change?
Not that I can see from the shoes.
She's being really kind. So my big toe on my right side does like to pop up. So I'm really working. Yeah, they're good. A little tactile. And then coming all the way back up. So the moment she touched my big toe is the moment I felt my calf on my right side lengthening out. So that's a place where I need to be really aware that I stay connected with my big toe so that I'm not missing the lengthen and strength and stability I get from my calf muscles. So I'll just do that one more time. I'm going to lengthen all the way back out. I'm going to draw myself forward and really find that big toe coming all the way back down. And then again, I'm making sure that this is getting lengthened out, okay? All right, so those are a couple of exercises, easy to follow. First, your squats and your lunges, finding your glutes, which I think we did a good job on finding, didn't we? And then going into your row, either a narrow row or a wide row. So finding what works best for you. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next video.